Hello, Kim.
Hi, Jean. How are you today?
I'm very good, thank you. Hello, everyone. I am Jean Yao, biomedical researcher and health coach.
And I'm Kim Box, registered dietitian specializing in functional nutrition.
So today we are going to continue to talk about the topic, why do I still have trouble controlling my weight in spite of trying many things? This is part three. We know there are certainly foods that everyone cut down on or eliminate, such as sugar, processed foods, and hydrogenated oils, but perhaps you are following an eating style that is not geared towards the preferences of your body and its genetic makeup. When you want to lose weight, searching online is often the first place people start. So what will you find? I found 30 different diet plans. Maybe you will find more.
That's it, huh? Only 30?
Well, maybe more. I just want 30. I think 30 already a lot.
Yeah.
So some of those plans sounds popular, like a keto, plant-based, Mediterranean, or paleo. Some of those I have never heard of. Like
No, I haven't either. I'd have to research those.
Yeah, like vertical and the carnivore, those things. So with so many different plans available, which plan is the right one for me? How do I choose? Today, we will talk about this topic, diet plans for weight loss, touching on each of these popular weight loss diets that have been followed by many people over the next 2 weeks. So we will focus on paleo and the ketogenic diets today. Let's find out what Kim has to say.
Okay, well, thank you, Jean. And we're going to start with paleo, which is often called the Paleolithic, the primal, the caveman diet, the Stone Age diet. So you may know those by other terms. And the premise behind that diet is that the food is directly sourced from nature, as our ancestors did. So how did our ancestors do that? They hunted for all their food and they gathered what was available based on what the seasons were. And so before the birth of agriculture, humans really weren't eating a lot of grains, beans, starchy vegetables, milk, and they certainly weren't eating foods with added salt or sugar. Yet today, approximately 61% of our calories consumed are coming from foods that were not known by our ancestors. So this type of eating style is generally fairly low in carbohydrates and tends to be higher in protein. Fat intake is going to be based on whether the proteins that are chosen tend to be higher in fat or if they tend to be leaner protein choices.
That's really food's evolution, huh?
Yeah, food evolution, yeah. So according to the research, though, following a paleo diet can certainly aid in weight loss, and it can improve blood glucose levels and energy levels. However, if following this type of eating pattern is done on a long-term basis, it can be hard on the kidneys, because that is part of the role of the kidney, is to filter the protein that we are consuming. Now, fiber can also be inadequate, especially if a person is not choosing a lot of low carbohydrate vegetables as part of this diet pattern. And so if you are an individual that is not a person that includes protein at your meals or at all of your meals or snacks, or eating protein just doesn't make you feel that good, or something you don't eat a lot of, this is probably not going to be the type of eating style that you would want to choose. Have you had any experience? Have you tried following a paleo diet at all, Jean?
No, I didn't try this before because no, I haven't tried this. No.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that I've specifically gone paleo, but when I do make my food choices, I do always try to include protein at my meals and snacks because I know how my body feels. Otherwise, I just feel weak and no energy, headachy if I don't include protein. And then I do include a lot of the non-starchy vegetables. So I wouldn't say following paleo, but perhaps I follow this type of eating more than some of the other ones we'll talk about.
Yeah, agree with you. Next.
All right, and so the second type of eating pattern or diet that we're going to look at today is called the ketogenic diet. And the number one reason why people follow this type of eating style is to lose weight, with the premise being that if a person is consuming less carbohydrates or sugar, that the body is going to burn fat faster. Now, this diet was originally developed in the 1920s. And yes, as a dietetic student, I remember learning all about this diet. But at that time, the only thing we learned about it was what it was originally formulated for, and that was to help control seizures in people that are having multiple or very severe seizures on a daily basis. And in my functional medicine training, yes, we did learn about a ketogenic diet to help people with seizures and other health conditions. But this diet, if done appropriately or in these instances, is very rigorous to follow, and it really needs the inclusion of a registered dietitian and a physician to follow it. And that's because of the nutritional makeup. So again, very low in carbohydrates, and the type of fats are going to be probably much different than what we should be or a person should be consuming. And the fat content of the meal is really making up about 60 to 90% of the total calories consumed, depending on which of the 5 different variations of a ketogenic diet are being followed. Did you know there were 5 variations of a ketogenic diet?
Well, I like to learn more from you.
All right. So when it comes to fueling the body, okay, the brain can either utilize glucose and that's going to come from carbohydrates, or it can use fat for fuel. So the brain is good at utilizing either form of fuel. Now, carbohydrates break down into glucose about 10 minutes after we begin to eat them. That causes the release of insulin, which is a hormone made by the pancreas, which shuttles or gets glucose into the cells of the body where it is burned and utilized for energy. But when fat is primarily consumed, the body's available energy stores from glucose become depleted. And this is causing a shift now from glucose to fatty acids and ketones that are going to be utilized as the primary energy source. And this process is called ketogenesis.
Okay.
So here are some of the pros and cons that are associated in following a ketogenic diet. Now, ideally, the fats that are chosen should come from things are healthier fats. So avocado and nuts and seeds and nut butters and olives and healthy fats. And the bulk of the diet then should be coming from eating a lot of non-starchy vegetables. Unfortunately, what I have seen when people are utilizing a ketogenic diet is that they are not doing this in a very healthful manner of eating. I see people eating a lot of high-fat meats in large quantities, things like bacon. They're buying processed foods like eating bags of moon cheese. And I've known some people that are adding butter into their coffee in ways of increasing their calories from fat.
Wow.
So, yeah, some of it's like really not very good. So, the consequences of following this type of diet, especially for long periods of time, can also be more severe. In fact, a ketogenic diet is not recommended for women that are pregnant, for children or teens, individuals that are already restricting the caloric intake or are trying to lose weight by another means, individuals that are underweight, those that have heart conditions, unstable blood glucose levels. You know, if a person is type 1 diabetes, that should really be, again, monitored by a physician and a diabetes specialist, and people with uncontrolled blood pressure. So anyone with those types of conditions should really not be engaging in this type of diet plan. So
even I'm not the one you just mentioned about this. People should not try this keto. I tried keto, and I don't feel comfortable after 2 days. Then I quit. It's really, I don't feel comfortable. I didn't feel comfortable at all.
So were you eating kind of more of the healthier side of keto, or were you doing a lot of the high fat meats and the bacon and those types of things?
No, it's a healthier,
Okay.
healthier side. But I think the problem is it doesn't have enough fiber.
Okay.
So
And
that is a big issue for me.
okay. And I've also done keto myself. I tried it for 4 days and it actually did help me lose weight, which I was thrilled about, but I had to stop on the 4th day because there again, I just wasn't feeling well. I could tell my body needed to have some kind of carbohydrate because I just was feeling kind of weak and almost like I was having a low blood sugar reaction. So yeah, it did give me some of the results I was looking for, but yeah, I found out I can't follow it for probably more than 3 days.
Yeah, it's true. It's really, there are so many kinds of diet plans. People are very different.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
even this keto is very good for some people to lose weight, but it's not good for everyone.
No.
For example, like you or me.
Yeah.
So, but if you don't give a try, you never know. So
that's right. Yeah. You don't know. So
yeah. Thank you, Kim, for your introduction of 2 of the 5 popular diet plans that people are trying for weight loss. Last week, we introduced our program, Eat Cleaner, Get Leaner, a 4-week sampler program which has paleo, intermittent fasting, and keto combined, plant-based and Mediterranean eating styles available. The program provides participants the opportunity to try any or all of these types of eating styles in a controlled, expert supervised group program to help you identify which plan is best suited for your individual needs and genetic makeup. Perhaps you have thought about trying one or more of these eating styles, but were not sure how to go about doing it in a safe and healthy manner. We are taking all the guesswork out of this for you and have developed a program that is safe and easy to implement. Unlike many of the diets you have heard about or seen advertised, our program utilizes real, whole, clean foods, not processed, or specialty foods that you have to order and pay a fortune for. So those are normal foods you can get from local grocery stores.
mm-hmm. Yes.
So who will get the most benefits from this program? If you want to lose weight, learn more about what your bodies are trying to tell you, eat healthier, and experience success when other diets or systems have failed, in spite of doing everything right, then this program is right for you. Each of the 4 eating strategies will provide you with a 5-day meal plan, recipes, grocery list, and a preparation guide. Accountability via our private group which will be monitored by our holistic health coach, Heather, and the functional dietitian, Kim. There are daily tracking sheets available, so you can monitor how your body feels and is reaching to this new way of eating. How to
That's
rate
so
and
important.
yeah, it is. So how to read and understand food labels is important too. You will know what they say, what they want you to believe, what they really mean, and how to decipher it. On-demand videos are available too, which goes into more detail about what particular eating strategy, more pros, cons, and survival skills. There's one live Q&A session to answer your specific questions and keep you on track, and additional handouts based on the particular eating strategy. Each class will have its own start date and costs $29 to join. But if you would like to try out all 4 sessions, you can get that for a reduced price for $99 and receive some bonuses, recipes, and materials. The first class starts on June 7th. If you have interest to explore new diet plans, please check out the details of our Eat Cleaner, Get Leaner program by going to our website at dymohealth.com/eatcleanergetleaner. Thank you for joining us today. Next Thursday, part 4 of our series, Why Do I Still Have Trouble Controlling My Weight in Spite of Trying many things. So we'll look at intermittent fasting, plant-based, and the Mediterranean diets in more detail. Thank you again. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.